BC. Greetings from New Zealand. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a long time. It's been, I think, 2 months. As you can see, I'm not in my usual spot. I'm actually at my parents' house in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm actually about 3 hours north of Auckland. So, as you can see behind me is beautiful scenery. Beach is about 3 minutes walk. Unfortunately, it's a bit grey here today. Anyway, I thought I'd get outside and do a video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen I've been to some amazing places, some amazing scenery. Done some digging. Thought I'd get down and show you them. I haven't been back home to Australia yet to listen to them. Oh, my dog's here. This is my... Hey, Sonny. I'll try and show you. Look at the camera. No, dogs never behave. So it's nice to be back with the family, back home. Heading back to Melbourne in a week and then back to work. Sorry, it's a bit breezy out here. Hopefully the wind doesn't pick up. So yeah, seen some amazing bands. Saw Clexico in Wellington 2 nights ago. That was really cool. A whole bunch of New Zealand artists. Stuff like that. Anyway, you can follow me on Instagram, JamesButtery87, if you want to see what I've been up to. Oh, sorry, this is moving quite a bit. Must be the breeze. Anyway, I'll get into it. It's all New Zealand stuff, not necessarily Flying Nun. Bit of sort of like expressway, label related. Some drone, some indie, some noise. Yeah, some really cool stuff. So this is the first one. Going Through a Hole in the Back of Your Head by Scorched Earth Policy. This is actually a reissue from 2013 on the Silk Breeze label. Now, Silk Breeze do a lot of reissues of New Zealand noise artists. This is actually a compilation of 2 EPs, which is the Dust to Dust EP, and the other EP is called Going Through a Hole in the Back of Your Head. But the artwork is the artwork is the same as the first EP, confusingly, but it's got Dust to Dust on it too. Really cool. Awesome reissue, so happy with that. It's down here. Second reissue, so by the Terminals, sort of noisy, squalling, gothic, indie, really dark sound, featuring Peter Stapleton, who was also in Scorched Earth Policy and also related to like the Pin Group and the Victor Dimish band. So yeah, this is sort of a compilation of their singles, stuff they put out on 7 inches and stuff like that. I actually managed to see the Terminals in Port Chalmers, outside of Dunedin, a couple of weeks ago, which was absolutely amazing. This is also a reissue put out a couple of years ago on Bada Bing, who put out a lot of New Zealand stuff, which is really cool. Hope you guys can see this with the reflections. That's, yeah, the Terminals, highly recommended. Check this out. Yeah, really good, really dark. A bit like Joy Division, I suppose, but yeah, a bit more noisy and distorted and stuff like that. Peter Jefferies, Electricity. This is an original pressing. You guys might recognize this. It came out it was reissued by Superior Viaduct a couple of years ago. This is an original pressing. So happy to have this. Didn't think I'd ever get a copy. On Rathmond. Really great songwriter. Quirky, weird. A bit dark. Awesome record. Peter Jefferies, Electricity. So this came out on Rathmond Records out of Germany. Now I bought that from a seller in Wellington, who I later realised was Peter Jefferies' brother, Graham Jefferies. I didn't recognise him immediately, but I realised afterwards because I bought this off him. So Graham Jefferies is a brother of Peter Jefferies. This is the band The Cake Kitchen, who I've talked about before. This is really cool because this is one of his original test pressings. So he got 20 of those, and he ended up making his hand, like a hand made, using the test presses. He redid the artwork himself. I'll see if you can see. He put his own stamps on it here. Really cool labels. Original New Zealand music, The Cake Kitchen. So this is their 5th record that came out in 1996. I haven't heard this before, but I couldn't pass it up. You know, the fact that he made it himself, You know, can't get this anywhere else in the world. It comes with a handwritten note. If you can see that line up there, if you know some New Zealand artists on there, you might recognise obviously Graham Jefferies, Hamish Kilgore of the Clean, Alistair Galbraith is on here. Thought Shane Carter wasn't here, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so really cool. If you know what those guys all sound like individually, I'll be really excited to get home and listen to this. I'll put that away. Yeah, so shame about the weather. I was hoping to get down to the beach down there and film this, but again, I'm going digging tomorrow in Auckland, catching up with a few people, catching up with Chris Walker, Waiheke Records, and Ben. Ben, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm not sure if you watched this before I see you, but yeah, if not, I'll see you tomorrow night. It'll be great. Yeah, hopefully to pick up some more stuff. Oh, this one, I'm so happy to get this. This has been on the list for a long time, ever since Chris actually switched me onto it. This is a sort of a dark drone record. It came out in 1994 by a band called Gate. This is called The Dew Line. It got reissued in 2012 by MIE, who do some really great reissues, not just of New Zealand stuff, but they do a lot of world releases and just bizarre. Check out the label MIE Records. Yeah, so this is I've been wanting this ever since I heard it. Sort of there you go. That photo there was shot in Port Chalmers, which I got to visit. So happy that I got this. This is a reissue, but it's really hard to get these days. I found it in Two Tone Records in Dunedin and jumped on it straight away. I was just super happy with that. Picked up this while also in Dunedin. It was really cool to go to Dunedin and get to experience the places where those bands and artists came from. This is Moonrise by Michael Morley of the Dead Sea. This came out this year actually. It's sort of like a experimental acoustic guitar textured sort of thing. You can see it there, Michael Morley Moonrise. Really cool. Picked up the 7-inch by Alistair Galbraith, who I'm a big fan of. I don't have much of his stuff. I love to get his stuff by the Rip. Stormport 12-inch by the Rip is on a massive want list item, and you see his solo stuff mass around quite a bit here, and I'll pick that up. I know that there's a few copies in Auckland when I go down there tomorrow. Pick up a few copies for that. I might even make another video depending on how the weather is later in the week on the Raffman label. I have a feeling, I probably know that a lot of people watching this have no idea of what this stuff is, so I'm really sorry. I'm probably not showing anything you do know, but at least you get to look at the nice view, which is it actually looks really far in this video, but you know how things and cameras always appear. It's actually literally just down there is the beach. Anyway, big want list. I've talked about this record a million times. I've finally got hold of a really nice copy. Tall Dwarfs, the long and short of it. Chris Knox, amazing. It's a bit windy out here, so I don't want to pull stuff out, but it comes with the original inner circle there. Side one is, I think it's 45 RPM, and the second side is like 33 RPM. Yeah, Gatefold comes with this really cool handmade booklet here. Yeah, amazing record. Check out the track Nothing's Gonna Happen, part 1 and part 2, to give you an idea. So yeah, I've just been around basically the whole of the South Island, got to go to the Southern Alps, saw lots of Lord of the Rings locations, all that business, mountain ranges, went up to a glacier, that was amazing, had a hike up there for a day. This is Tall Dwarfs Dogma, being one of my want lists for ages as well. One of the EPs that I didn't have that I really wanted. This I was happy to get, John Paul Sasha Experience. This is the only one I was missing, and now I've got everything I can get on vinyl apart from Bleeding Star, which only came out on CD and cassette. Well, technically, it got reissued as part of the John Paul Sasha Experience box set that came out last year, but that's got all the other stuff I already have, so I don't know if I'm going to buy that or not. Really cool artwork. This is on Flying Nun. There's the label. Indie 80s. It's not really a genre, is it? 80s. This one, really cool to have this. If you know this, it's blown away. I got this for $35, which I think is a really good price. This is the Stones. This is what they put out. They were on the Dunedin Double EP, and I think this is their only release on vinyl, apart from a couple of 7-inches. Another disc, another $1. Superb. Really happy with that. Wayne Elsey, Graham Anderson, Jeff Batts. Graham Anderson, Jeff Batts. Punk rock, indie rock. Definitely DIY punk, do-it-yourself thing. Really great. When I was in Dunedin, I went out to Port Chalmers and I managed to see Robert Scott of the Bats do a solo set and a set with a backing band doing Bat songs. And it was literally me and 9 people in the room. Like, it was really cool to be able to see that and hear that. And a really amazing venue called Chicks, which is closing down, unfortunately. As of last night, the Clean played their last show there indefinitely, which was really, really sad. But I was really happy I got to see the Terminals down there and Robert Scott playing the Bat stuff and a couple other local bands too. So I saw some really cool bands, and it was really nice to be in the heartland of that music and see all the, especially older bands and younger people coming together. And yeah, it was really magic. It was just those 2 nights I had there seeing those 2 bands was really special, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, I did pick up one of the EPs I was missing, the Bats 4 songs. The first track is North by North, which I know really well, but I haven't actually heard any of these 3 on here, so it was really cool to get that. 84 or something? 88. Look Blue, Go Purple. This is the 3rd EP. Oh, this is the second EP of the 3. I now have all 3. I've been wanting this one for a while. This is probably the hardest one to get of the 3, so it's nice to finally get all 3 of those, complete the collection. Circumspect, Penelope, all-female band, indie, jangly, 80s Dunedin sound. Really good, really catchy, really poppy. Now, this one, huge shout out to Christian Mizzy, Siren 05. I had no idea what this record was until he pointed it out to me, and I actually saw 2 copies when I was down south, in the South Island of New Zealand. I haven't heard it yet either. Apparently it's like, a percussion-based, 2 long pieces. There seems to be some sort of pipes on here. I got this one signed by Philip Dadson, who was in the band along with Don McGlashan, who's sort of now a middle-of-the-road adult rock musician, I suppose. Flying Nun. There's the label there. Really cool. Got a tape. I don't even have a tape player, but I bought this almost like as a memento from the show I went to. Marineville. Really cool artists. Check them out on, I think they're on Bandcamp or SoundCloud. Caught them at Chicks Hotel in Port Chalmers, which was really cool to see them. I really liked what they were doing. They were sort of a indie, noisy band thing. Look at that view, isn't that great? And that's sort of my parents' house there, right by the water. I'm here for a week, do nothing but relax. I got a tattoo. Oh, I've got one more record to show, and then I'll start talking about unrelated things. Check this band out, Death and the Maiden. Absolutely fantastic. This came out, this Fish Rider Records came out in 2013 or 14? Yeah, really cool, dark. So you can see that there. Really dark, post-punk, a bit more electronic, very moody. I saw them live at Newtown Festival in Wellington, which was really cool. So yeah, I've been having a great time. I think I sort of managed to see the Chills and the Verlaines live as part of the New Zealand Festival. Sort of Calexico, so a whole lot of local New Zealand artists. Managed to meet some people from the Chills and stuff like that. That was cool. Met 2 members of Calexico. So yeah, there you go. It was really, really cool. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I've watched a couple of videos, but I really haven't been on the bandwagon. I'll be posting as soon as I get back to Melbourne. I did get a new tattoo. mountains of the Southern Alps there in New Zealand. Did this amazing train journey up the south coast, right along the coastline. Saw some seals and tried to see some whales, but I couldn't. And the Southern Alps filters all the way up, and they're just absolutely breathtaking. Went near Mount Cook, and yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, 15 minutes. Hopefully that's not too long. It's been a while making a video. It's weird talking to the camera again. Might make a video later in the week and pick up some more stuff tomorrow. Hope you're all really well. Peace out.